Mombasa, Kenya. During my travels around East Africa, I've primarily visited just capital cities. However, I've heard so many good things about Mombasa that I just had to check it out for myself. So in today's video, we're going to be checking out things to do, such as beaches, nightlife, my accommodations, and more, so that you'll have an idea of things to do in the city if you ever decide to visit. So sit back and relax as we explore Mombasa, Kenya. So for those that don't know, Kenya is located in East Africa, with Somalia and the Indian Ocean to the east, Ethiopia and South Sudan to the north, Uganda to the west, and Tanzania to the south. Mombasa is a coastal city in the southeastern region of Kenya and has a population of 1.3 million people, making it the second largest city in Kenya. So in the US, I've had many coworkers that were from Mombasa, and one thing they've always mentioned was how nice the beaches were. So I made sure to make this one of my first stops during this trip. The most popular beach in Mombasa is Pirates Public Beach. It's famous for its golden sands that stretch along the Indian Ocean, offering stunning views of the clear blue water. What's interesting about this beach is that during the mornings and early afternoon, the tide is way out to sea. So you'll see people playing far out where the water is. But each hour after 3 p.m., you can literally see the tide coming in closer and closer by the minute, and it looks pretty cool. On the beach, you'll find local vendors selling delicious snacks. You can also do things on the beach such as camel riding, jet skiing, fishing, or just take a swim. They also have a bunch of restaurants along the coast that serve pretty good food. Pirates Beach is definitely a must visit when in Mombasa, especially if you want to relax and soak up some sun. Now, as you've seen in my previous videos, Nairobi, Kenya has one of the best nightlife scenes in all of Africa. So you know I had to see how it goes down in Mombasa. The first club I went to was Club Hypnotica. Here, they played a mix of majority Afrobeats, as well as local music from Kenya and Tanzania, plus a little Amapiano. Everyone was extremely friendly, and the club stayed open well past sunrise. Another place I partied was 001 Lounge. This place was definitely more spacious than Club Hypnotica, and as it's a lounge, had more of a chill vibe. All the clubs and bars I visited in the city played the same type of music, and all the DJs were very good, including here at 001. Just like Club Hypnotica, 001 has really good drink prices, and I definitely prefer the lounge vibes over a club. The last place I visited, and probably my favorite, was Tapia Cielo Bar and Restaurant. Since this place was a bar, it was easier to meet and chat with people, while still having a DJ mixing up some good music. It kind of felt like your typical neighborhood bar, but more lively. As you can imagine, Mombasa's nightlife isn't anywhere as good as Nairobi's, as Nairobi is the capital city. But I had a great time at all the spots I visited in Mombasa and met some cool people. Now, if you want to see some nature while in the city, a good place to visit is Heller Park. This breathtaking sanctuary is filled with lush greenery and amazing wildlife. The serene environment with its tall trees and peaceful lakes is perfect for a relaxing walk or picnic. They have activities such as giraffe feeding, crocodile feeding, hippo feeding, as well as other animals you can view, like snakes and turtles, just to name a few. What makes Heller Park unique is its blend of nature and conservation. Definitely a beautiful and unique place to visit in Mombasa. Now, another thing that for sure stood out to me was the food in Mombasa. Every restaurant I visited was good. Now, the first restaurant I had to visit was the popular Fort Hani restaurant to grab some lunch. Fort Hani restaurant is located in the area of the city called Old Town and is located right on the sea, so you're going to get some great views. The meal prices are pretty fair, averaging around $7 per meal. However, they don't sell alcohol, as this is a Muslim restaurant. I ordered the beef fillet, which was very tasty. Definitely one of my favorite restaurants during this trip. Another restaurant that has some really good food was a restaurant called The Oak. This restaurant had a nice little setup and served some pretty good mocktails. The food was a little on the expensive side, but it was worth it, as they had the best coconut fish ever. Another restaurant I enjoyed was Choma. Here, you can select your meats directly from the butcher. The restaurant is very family friendly, so there's people of all ages everywhere. But it's also a big chill spot in the city, so many people come here to drink and listen to music, as they also have a live DJ. The restaurant is also right on the beach, so you're always going to have a cool breeze coming in. The last restaurant I'll highlight is the beautiful Istanbul Beach Cave restaurant. It definitely offers a dining experience like no other, as the restaurant is inside a cave. The food is delicious, serving mouth-watering Turkish and Kenyan dishes. If you don't want to eat indoors, the restaurant also has an outdoor setup right on the beach. I loved every single restaurant I visited during this trip, and I can't wait to come back and try more. While in Mombasa, I also visited the Fort Jesus Museum, also located in Old Town, and the entrance fee was only $10 US for non-residents. Built by the Portuguese in 1593, the fort was designed to protect Mombasa from invaders. It played roles in many of the country's historic conflicts, and later became a prison. Then in 1960, it officially became a museum. As you explore the museum, you'll see ancient cannons, old maps, as well as artifacts that tell the story of Mombasa's rich past. What makes Fort Jesus unique is its blend of architecture, history, and culture, offering a glimpse into the battles and trade routes that shaped the region. You can almost feel the history come alive, making it a must-visit for history lovers. Now, as far as my accommodations, I stay in an Airbnb apartment located in the neighborhood of Niali and was within walking distance of a shopping center, as well as some of the clubs and bars you saw throughout the video. The apartment was in a gated community with a security guard and only cost me about $35 per day. It came equipped with Wi-Fi, a washing machine, TV, 2 bedrooms, a community swimming pool, and much more. Definitely worth every penny. I loved my time in Mombasa. Beach towns are definitely my thing, as they're usually fun, but also very relaxing. Everyone I met was extremely welcoming, which made me feel right at home. The city kinda reminds me of a mini Dar es Salaam, to be honest, which is another city I love. Now, just like I mentioned in my most recent Nairobi video, US passport holders do not need a visa to enter the country. However, you do need an electronic travel authorization, which you can apply for online. The online application is very easy to fill out, and my travel authorization was approved in less than 24 hours. If you're from Mombasa or have visited before, let me know some things I can try out during my next trip, because I'll 100% be coming back. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.